Monique.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. Another day in paradise, huh?
Another day in paradise. I think we're on this side of paradise today. So coming back from, where did we just go?
We were at the Feria in
Maste's Feria. So I'm curious, have you been to that Feria before?
I have.
A lot? A little?
That was probably my third time.
And what's your impression or experience of that Feria versus some of the others?
I really liked that Feria. I wish I would have had more money to spend on all of the crafts and beautiful things there.
Yeah, there are lots of beautiful things.
It's a bit crowded, meaning a lot of booths pushed together, so it's a little bit harder to get around than the other ferias, but
yeah.
So the food was delicious.
What'd you have?
I had a bone broth, beans and rice with salad and scrambled eggs.
Yeah, so that's Shannon, who I think she's lived here at least 10 years. I don't remember if her children were born here or if they were very young when she came here. But she has such amazing, yummy things. I have so many amazing friends who make the food that we eat. And this is from Happy Friends, which is part of Cacao Magic. Dehydrated pineapple, simple treats, so yummy.
And they also have
Choco banana,
my favorite.
Yeah,
so good.
So yeah, that's the front side of paradise, right? We were just talking right before we were recording this video about some of the other side of paradise.
What is the name of that infection?
It's known as papillomoyo. It's if you were to Google it, you can also look up leishmaniasis. So it's a flesh-eating bacteria. And why are we talking about that?
Because we saw somebody who had a pretty bad infection on their arm.
Yeah,
it was healing. It was getting better.
Yeah, there's about the size of a 500 colonne piece. Maybe
a little bigger. Actually.
Yeah. And yeah, that's one of those things, if you look at the guidebooks or you Google it, or a travel agent or someone who went to Costa Rica and, you know, rented a brand new car and, you know, stayed in the nicest Airbnb or hotel, they're not going to even know about or tell you. So this is part of the other side of paradise where, you know, I'm driving a car that's over 23 years old. Well, if we're in 2025, so it's a 26-year-old car. And that's pretty customary around here. But the papillomayo, leishmaniasis, it's something that can be transmitted by mosquito. Super interesting to know. One of the ways to prevent mosquitoes breeding in a country like this is to make sure that when you're done with a coconut, that you either have it cracked into a few pieces, or you figure out some other way to make sure you're not leaving a little breeding ground for mosquitoes. So a lot of people come here and they're like, oh, coconut water, right in the coconut, that's so good. And then you walk along and you might see just a coconut by the side of the road with that hole still in it. Well, when the rains come, or if there is any water that collects, that's how things like dengue or this papillomayo spread. Now, that doesn't mean that any of us need to be on high alert, but it does mean that it's the reality of living in a place like this in the tropics. Just like in the United States, when I was doing my outdoorsy connection to the beauty of the natural world that I get to inhabit and be a part of, I got poison ivy. That's pretty customary. It's not going to necessarily kill me, but it's a reality, right? That's the paradise of North America, is, you know, beautiful pine trees and evergreens and poison ivy, poison oak, poison sumac. Here, actually, there's no such thing as poison ivy, poison oak, or poison sumac, but there's papillomayo. So that's the other side of paradise. All right, so we can stop recording now.